going down like a big bald head, disappearing behind the boulevard. It's Sharky's night. Yeah, it's Sharky's night tonight. And the manager says, Sharky, he's not at his desk right now. Should I take a message? And Sharky says, hey, Kamasabe, long time no see. He says, hey, sport, you connect the dots, you pick up the pieces. He says, you know, I can see two tiny pictures of myself, and there's one in each of your eyes. And they're doing everything I do. Every time I light a cigarette, they light up theirs. I take a drink, and I look again, and they're drinking too. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me nuts. Sharky says, deep in the heart of darkest America, home of the brave, he says, listen to my heartbeat. Paging Mr. Sharky, white courtesy telephone, please.
I saw a lot of trees today, and they were all made of wood. Well, they were wooden trees, and they were made entirely of wood. I came home today, and you were all on fire. Your shirt was on fire, and your hair was on fire, and flames were licking all around your feet. And I did not know what to do. And then 1,000 violins began to play. And I really did not know what to do then. So I just decided to go out and, walk the dog. I went to the movies, and I saw a dog 30 feet high. And this dog was made entirely of light. And he filled up the whole screen. And his eyes were long hallways. He had those long, echoing hallway eyes. tuned on the radio, and I heard a song by Dolly Parton. And she was singing, wow, I feel so bad. I feel so sad. I left my mom and I left my dad. And I just want to go home now. I just want to go back to my Tennessee mountain home now. Well, you know she's not going to go back home. And I know she's not going to go back home. And she knows she's never going to go back there. And I just want to know who's gonna go and walk her dog. Her dog. Well, I feel so bad. I feel so sad. But not as bad as the night I wrote this song. Close your eyes. Okay. Now imagine you're at the most wonderful party. Okay. Delicious food, Interesting people, Terrific music, Now open them!
To find you, maybe by your singing, or weird trail notes in the water. One white whale in all these oceans. One white whale slipping through
sun's coming up like a big bald head bulging up over the grocery store. It's Sharky's day. It's Sharky's day today. Sharky wakes up and Sharky says, there was this man, and there was this road, and if only I could remember these dreams. I know they're trying to tell me something. Strange dreams. And Sharky says, I turn around, it's fear. I turn around again, and it's love. Oh yeah, strange dreams. And a little girl sings, Sharky. And the manager says, Mr. Sharky, he's not at his desk right now. Could I take a message? And the little girl sings, Sharky, he's Mr. Heartbreak. They sing, Sharky, yeah, he's Mr. Heartbreak. Sharky says, all of nature talks to me. If I could just figure out what it was trying to tell me. Listen. Trees are swinging in the breeze. They're talking to me. Insects are rubbing their legs together. They're all talking. They're talking to me. And short animals, they're bucking up in their hind legs, talking to me. Hey, look out! Bugs are crawling on my legs. Yeah, I'd rather see this on TV. Tones it down. Sharky says, I turn around. It's fear. I turn around again. And it's nobody knows me. Nobody knows my name. And Sharky says, all night long I think of those little planes up there, flying around, you can't even see them, they're specks. And they're full of tiny people, going places. And Sharky says, you know, I bet they could all land on the head of a pin. And the little girls sing, he's Mr. Heartbreak. They sing, he's a slow day. On the edge of the lake, he's a whole landscape gone to seed. He's gone wild. He's on an island split through the midnight on the road to Boston a long time ago. And Sharky says, lights, camera, action, timber! At the beginning of the movie, they know they have to find each other, but they ride off in opposite directions. Sharky says, I turn around, it's fear. I turn around again, and it's love. Nobody knows me. Nobody knows my name. You know, they're growing mechanical trees. They grow to their full height, and then they chop themselves down. Sharky says, all of life comes from some strange lagoon that rises up. It bucks out to its full height from a boggy swamp on a foggy night. It creeps into your house. It's light, it's light. I turn around. It's fear. I turn around again. And it's love. Nobody knows me. you've already paid for this. Listen to my heartbeat. The little girls sing. I mean, they sing. Mr. Shark, like courtesy tales on free. And Sharky says, I turn around, it's fear. I turn around again, and it's love. Little girls sing. On top of Old Smoky, all covered with snow. That's where I wanna. That's where I'm gonna. That's where I'm gonna go.
In our sleep, as we speak, listen to the drums beat as we speak. In our sleep, as we speak, listen to the drums beat in our sleep.
In our sleep, as we speak, listen to the drums beat. As we speak, as we speak. In our sleep, listen to the drums beat. In our sleep,
In our sleep, as we speak, listen to the drums beat as we speak.
in our sleep,
as we speak, listen to the drums beat in our sleep. In our sleep,
where we meet.
in our sleep,
Where we meet.
In our country, you're free, and so you're born, and so they say, you're free. So happy birthday. And even if you were born to lose, even if you were a complete wreck when you were born, you might still grow up to be president, because you're free.
Today you might be an average citizen, a civilian, a pedestrian, but tomorrow you might be elected to some unexpected office or sell your novel and suddenly become famous. Or you could get run over by a truck, and your picture could get into the papers that way. Because you're free, and anything might happen, so happy birthday.
Gee, all those lights and all those screens. The New York experience is mind-boggling. I don't think I've ever seen that many screens before, and I'll probably come again. It was really amazing, mind-boggling.
You're walking, and you don't always realize it, but you're always falling at the same time. With each step, you fall forward. Over and over, you're falling, then catching yourself falling. And this is how you can be walking and falling at the same time.
Look, over there, it's a real dog, and it's really talking.
I wanted you, and I was looking for you, but I couldn't find you. I wanted you, and I was looking for you all day, but I couldn't find you. I couldn't find you.
Well, I paid my money, and I've got this funny feeling that somehow, it's not what I paid my money for. I mean, I paid my money, and I just don't think this is what I paid my money. What I paid my money for.
No one has ever looked at me like this before. No one has ever stared at me for so long like this. This is the first time anyone has ever looked at me like this, stared at me like this for such a long time, for so long.
Well, he didn't know what to do, so he decided to just watch the government and see what the government was doing and kind of scale it down to size and run his life that way.
She said the hardest thing to teach her 3-year-old kid was what was alive and what wasn't. The phone rings, and she holds it out to her kid and says, "It's Grandma, talk to Grandma." But she's holding a piece of plastic, and the kid says, "Hey, wait a minute, is the phone alive? Is the TV alive? What about that radio? What is alive in this room and what isn't?" Unfortunately, she doesn't know how to ask these questions.
We were in a large room full of people, all kinds, and they'd all arrived at the same time. They were all free, and they were all asking themselves the same question. What is behind that curtain? They were all free, and they were all wondering what would happen next.
This is the time, and this is the record of the time. This is the time, and this is the record of the time.
zone is for the immediate loading and unloading of passengers only. There is no parking in the red zone. Please stand clear of the moving platform. Please stand clear of the moving platform. Mr. Green, white courtesy telephone, please. Mr. Green, white courtesy telephone, please.
Hansel and Gretel are alive and well, and they're living in Berlin. She is a cocktail waitress. He had a part in a Fassbinder-film, and they sit around at night now, drinking schnapps and gin, and she said, Hansel, you're really bringing me down. And he says, Gretel, you can really be a bit. He says I've wasted my life on our stupid legend, when my one and only love was the wicked witch. She said, what is his story? And he said, his story is an angel being blown backwards into the future. He said his story is a pile of debris, and the angel wants to go back and fix things, to repair the things that have been broken. But there is a storm blowing from paradise, and the storm keeps blowing the angel backwards into the future. And this storm is called progress.
When Buckminster Fuller came to Canada, he kept asking the same question. Have you ever really considered how much your buildings actually weigh? The Canadians took this very seriously. Hey, we never thought of it that way. he showed them pictures of domed cities, cities with no basements, no foundations, cities that could be moved in a minute, portable cities, portable towns. He said, think of it as camping out. He said, think of it as one big tent. We said, think of it as the big top, spinning, lightweight, portable. He said, think of it as the big top, spinning, lightweight, fly away. He said, think of it as the big top.
A summer night, the heart, the heat. Sit at my desk, fluorescent light, drawing a picture of a perfect moment. I saw it once on a grand avenue that stretched into the distance. And you and I, we were walking there, lost in the moment. Life on a street, life on a street. Some people know exactly where they're going. The pilgrims to Mecca, the climbers to the mountain top. But me, I'm looking for just a single moment, so I can slip through time. Life on the street, life on the street. Life on the street, 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 street. Life on the street. Maybe if I fall, maybe if I fall asleep, there'll be a party there. Maybe if I fall, Americans en route here blow with the wind, but they feel the truth if it touches them. Maybe a far fall, maybe a far fall asleep. There'll be a party there, maybe a far fall, maybe a far fall. Americans en route here blow with the wind, but they feel the truth if it touches them. Maybe a far fall, maybe a far fall asleep. If I fall
She said, it takes one, takes one too. It takes one to know one. He said, isn't it just like a woman? She said it. She said it to know. She said it to no one. Isn't it? Isn't it just? Isn't it just like a woman? Your eyes. It's a day's work to look into